Welcome to this amazing video where we dive into the world of rare and collectible coins to discover the top 2 most valuable commemorative $quarter coins ever made. These quarters aren't just pocket change. They're pieces of American history, created to celebrate special events and people, and some have become worth a fortune due to their rarity and demand among collectors. Let's get started. First up, the commemorative $quarter South Carolina 1788 to 2000 coin, proudly struck with the P mint mark and preserved in very fine condition. This coin isn't just a piece of metal, it's a story, a tribute, and a celebration of one of America's most important states, South Carolina, as part of the 50-state quarters program launched in 1999. The South Carolina quarter was released in 2000 and was the 8th coin issued in the series. It beautifully represents the Palmetto State's heritage, natural beauty, and historical importance, featuring an artistic blend of symbols that together reflect the pride and spirit of South Carolina. On the obverse side, we see the familiar portrait of George Washington, the first President of the United States. This design was originally created by John Flanagan and has been used on quarters since 1932. The words, United States of America, Liberty, and In God We Trust appear around the portrait, along with the denomination $quarter below. Just beside Washington's ponytail, you can spot the P mint mark, identifying that this particular coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. Despite its small size, the mint mark adds an important layer of identity to each coin, linking it to its place of origin and minting year. Even in very fine condition, this coin maintains much of its detail. Washington's profile remains clear and well-defined, the rim is mostly intact, and the luster still glows faintly, showing the strength of its copper-nickel composition that has endured the test of time and circulation. Turning to the reverse side, we are greeted by a stunning design that immediately captures attention. The outline of South Carolina's state shape sits proudly at the center, surrounded by 3 key symbols: the palmetto tree, the Carolina wren, and the yellow jessamine flower. The palmetto tree is perhaps the most recognizable of the symbols. It serves as the state tree and represents resilience and victory, especially recalling the American Revolution when the palmetto logs helped defend Fort Moultrie from British attack. The Carolina wren, perched elegantly on the left side of the coin, is the state bird of South Carolina. Its posture symbolizes liveliness and song, reflecting the state's natural charm and the joyful energy of its people. On the right side, the yellow jessamine, the state flower, adds a delicate touch of beauty to the design. This golden flower represents grace and friendship and is a nod to the state's lush natural environment. At the top of the coin, the name South Carolina arches proudly, while the years 1788 and 2000 appear below it. 1788 marking the year South Carolina joined the Union, and 2000 signifying the coin's release year. Beneath the state outline, the coin reads, the Palmetto State, the state's nickname, reinforcing its historical identity. Around the design's edge, the smooth yet detailed finish gives this coin its elegant and balanced look. The South Carolina quarter was designed by Thomas D. Rogers Sr., whose artistry perfectly captured the balance between history, nature, and state pride. His work ensures that this coin remains one of the most beloved in the 50-state quarters series. The composition of this coin is the classic copper-nickel clad, with an inner core of pure copper and outer layers of nickel, weighing 5.67 grams and measuring 24.26 millimeters in diameter. The reeded edge is sharp and textured, still noticeable even after years of handling. In very fine condition, this coin retains sharp definition across the state outline, bird feathers, and flower petals. Light wear may appear on Washington's cheek and hair on the obverse, but overall, it remains highly collectible and visually appealing. The Philadelphia Mint struck millions of these coins, making them widely circulated, yet collectors still seek well-preserved examples like this one for their historical and aesthetic value. Each one tells a small part of the grand story of America's 50 states. When held under good lighting, this coin reflects a subtle, silvery sheen with touches of copper at the edges. That combination of tone and texture adds a sense of age and authenticity to its appearance, making it even more fascinating to observe. Every element on the reverse design tells a story of identity: the palmetto for strength, the wren for life, and the jessamine for beauty. Together, they represent the soul of South Carolina, brave, bright, and full of natural wonder. This coin is also a celebration of American unity. The 50-state quarters program was launched to educate, inspire, and connect people through coinage, giving each state a chance to tell its story through art and symbolism. The South Carolina quarter remains one of the most visually balanced designs in the entire series, appreciated by collectors and historians alike for its crisp detailing and rich symbolism. If you examine this coin closely, you can often spot faint wear patterns on Washington's hairline or slight smoothness on the palmetto tree, subtle signs of its journey through countless hands and transactions. The very fine grade means it's been circulated but remains detailed and visually pleasing, with its inscriptions, rims, and major features intact. Coins like these often hold more sentimental than monetary value but are treasured by collectors for their charm and story. The Carolina wren, despite its small size, stands out beautifully on the design. This little bird's inclusion reminds us of the state's appreciation for nature and the simple yet beautiful things that define its character. Meanwhile, the yellow jessamine adds a soft touch of artistry to the coin, proving that even in metal, nature's elegance can be captured with precision and care. The details in the petals and stems remain impressive, even in well-circulated examples. The South Carolina quarter's reverse design also subtly encourages viewers to explore the state's rich history, from its colonial past to its cultural and agricultural influence in shaping America's identity. Each symbol on this coin connects with the state's flag, natural life, and heritage, making it not just a coin, but a small piece of storytelling cast in metal. The 1999 to 2008 50 State Quarters series inspired millions to begin collecting coins, and the South Carolina edition is often remembered as one of the most distinctive and artistically balanced among them. For many collectors, owning a 2000 South Carolina quarter is like holding a miniature monument to state pride, a reminder that even a small piece of change can carry centuries of meaning. Over 2 decades later, this coin remains a favorite among both beginner and seasoned collectors. Its symbolic power, elegant composition, and historical depth make it a lasting tribute to the Palmetto State. In very fine condition, the coin tells a dual story, one of artistry that has lasted and one of real-life use that gives it character. Each mark, each smooth edge, adds authenticity to its long journey through time. So, the next time you come across a commemorative South Carolina quarter from 2000 with the P mint mark, take a moment to appreciate its beauty. The commemorative $quarter Connecticut 1788 to 1999 coin, featuring the P mint mark and preserved in very fine condition. This coin is not just a piece of American currency, it's a powerful symbol of history, craftsmanship, and pride, representing the state of Connecticut in the iconic 50 State Quarters program launched by the U.S. Mint in 1999. The Connecticut quarter was one of the first coins released in this beloved series, capturing the heart of the state through one of its most famous natural landmarks, the Charter Oak Tree. Its design honors both the spirit of freedom and the resilience that defines the people of Connecticut. On the obverse side, you'll find the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by sculptor John Flanagan. His strong profile represents the foundation of American liberty, while the surrounding inscriptions, United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and $quarter, frame the image with authority and grace. To the right of Washington's neck, you'll notice the small but significant P mint mark, showing that this coin was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. This detail links each coin to its place of origin and helps collectors identify its minting history. Even in very fine condition, this coin retains beautiful surface details. The raised features are still well defined, the lettering remains sharp, and only light wear softens the highest points. The original luster may have faded slightly, but the natural patina gives it an elegant, aged appearance. When you turn the coin over, you are greeted by the stunning Charter Oak design, which dominates the reverse side. The intricate branches stretch across the surface, showcasing the exceptional engraving work that makes this coin one of the most admired in the series. The Charter Oak Tree was chosen as the centerpiece because it holds deep historical significance. According to legend, Connecticut's royal charter of 1662 was hidden inside the hollow trunk of this mighty oak tree in 1687 to prevent it from being seized by the British Governor-General. This act of defiance became a symbol of American independence long before the Revolution, and the Charter Oak has remained an icon of freedom and courage ever since. The quarter's design pays perfect tribute to that story, capturing the strength and resilience of the tree in extraordinary detail. Above the design, you can see Connecticut proudly inscribed, along with the date 1788, the year Connecticut joined the Union as the fifth state. Below the tree, you'll find the year 1999, marking the coin's release, and the motto, the Charter Oak, directly beneath the branches. The designer of the reverse, T. James Farrell, managed to convey both the grandeur and the natural beauty of the tree with remarkable realism. The detailed bark, twisting limbs, and sprawling canopy make this coin stand out even among other state quarters. In very fine condition, The fine details of the branches are still visible, though you might notice gentle wear on the uppermost limbs and along the text edges. This light wear adds character and authenticity to the piece, showing it's been part of real circulation. The composition of the coin is a copper-nickel clad, weighing 5.67 grams and measuring 24.26 millimeters in diameter, with a reeded edge that remains fairly crisp even after decades of handling. These specifications make it a true representation of the modern American quarter. Collectors often appreciate this coin not just for its design, but for what it represents, a moment in history when the U.S. Mint began reconnecting Americans with their heritage through the 50-state quarters program. Connecticut's release was one of the earliest, sparking excitement nationwide. When held under the light, a very fine Connecticut quarter reflects subtle tones of silver gray with traces of copper near the edges, giving it a warm and time-worn appearance. Every mark or faint scratch tells a small story of its journey through the years. Many collectors view the Charter Oak as one of the most artistic and meaningful designs in the entire state quarters series. Its simplicity, symbolism, and intricate detail blend seamlessly, creating an image that's both educational and visually stunning. The Philadelphia Mint produced hundreds of millions of these coins, making them widely available, but examples in very fine or better condition are still sought after by collectors who appreciate the finer details of the engraving. The Charter Oak tree itself became an enduring emblem of freedom, appearing not only on this coin but also in Connecticut's state seal and various monuments. Sadly, the actual tree fell during a storm in 1856, but its legacy lives on through coins like this one. This design captures that sense of timelessness. The tree that once stood as a silent protector of liberty now endures forever in metal form, ensuring that future generations never forget its story. For anyone holding this coin, it's more than just 25 cents. It's a link to American history, a tribute to courage, and a piece of artistic craftsmanship that connects the past with the present. Each curve of the tree's branches seems to reach outward, almost as if it's still sheltering the charter that symbolized Connecticut's right to self-govern. This makes it one of the most emotionally powerful designs in U.S. coinage. The Connecticut quarter also reminds us how the 50-state quarters program made coin collecting exciting for millions of Americans. It turned everyday change into miniature history lessons, encouraging people to look closer at what they hold in their hands. Even after years of circulation, this coin's charm remains. The detailed engraving, elegant layout, and historic symbolism make it one of those coins that instantly catch your attention in any collection. Collectors often appreciate that this design focuses entirely on one powerful image, the Charter Oak, without overcrowding the coin's surface. That simplicity gives it a timeless beauty and makes it easy to recognize. In very fine condition, it still displays the depth of craftsmanship that went into its creation. The lettering is bold, the tree trunk retains texture, and the branches still stretch beautifully across the coin's face. For coin enthusiasts and history lovers alike, the Connecticut 1999 quarter is a fascinating conversation piece. It connects the birth of a nation to the art of modern minting, symbolizing strength, freedom, and resilience. The P-Mint mark may be small, but it ties this coin to a specific place and moment in time, the Philadelphia Mint's contribution to one of the most ambitious coin programs in U.S. history. Every detail, from the fine lines in the bark to the curved inscriptions, showcases the incredible precision of U.S. Mint craftsmanship. It's a true example of how coin design can merge storytelling with art. The Charter Oak design has a poetic feel to it. Though the tree no longer stands, this coin ensures its memory lives on in the hands of millions, reminding us of the enduring strength of freedom and the beauty of nature's symbolism. Over 2 decades after its release, this coin continues to inspire appreciation among collectors for its balance of simplicity and meaning. It's more than just a state quarter, it's a work of art with roots deep in American identity. If you happen to find a Connecticut 1999 quarter with a P-Mint mark in your change, take a moment to look closer. The story behind it is one of courage, legacy, and the enduring American spirit, all capped to